Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Injective. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, let's jump straight into the charts. So taking a look at the daily here for Injective, as you can see, we have a Fibonacci retracement on the chart. And the swing high was printed back here in May of 2021, and the swing low was printed all the way back here in June of the same year. And since then, we've actually reached our 1.618 technical target right after we lost it over here in April 2022. So once you lose the swing low of the Fibonacci retracement, your technical target is the 1.618, and usually you retrace down there. And that's your target. That's when you can start dollar cost averaging. However, sometimes you tend to come even lower. And that's exactly what happened here through August this year. And that's what's happening right now in December 2022. Now, the next target that we can take a look at based off of this Fibonacci retracement is the second Fib level, which is our capitulation target. And that's going to be at 92.5 cents. And I would really like to buy some Injective tokens at that price. And you can see that I do have a support block, which is based off of the highs we printed in November and the lows we printed in November of 2020. So this little trading range here gives us this area where we could potentially bottom out, right? And we can wait for Bitcoin to do its thing, and Injective can print this low and continue on. Because I would really not like to see Injective go lower than this 2020 November low, because if that happens, we're going to be in uncharted territories. We've never been this low, and the price can start dropping pretty quickly. But I do have confidence in this project. I am pretty sure it will thrive in the next bull market, as will most Cosmos coins do, because obviously Cosmos ecosystem is a very well built ecosystem, and I do think that, like I said, a lot of profits are going to be coming in. But yeah, I don't want to see this low lost, but obviously if Bitcoin decides to go back to $10,000, I think it's fairly likely that we're going to see a move all the way down, potentially, let's say, to the 2.414, maybe the 2.272, or maybe what happens is we simply have a move down to the second Fibonacci retracement. Then we have the Black Swan event, where most of the altcoins will print a very large wick, and everyone who had buy orders in this area is going to get filled, obviously, but the candle is going to close somewhere in here. As you can see, that's how I draw a candle. Looks like an ice cream. So this is where the candle could close, right? And we just have this large wick to the downside, grabbing all the liquidity from here, and from there we're going to see that massive push to the upside. So that is obviously yet to come, and we don't know what exactly is going to happen. But like I said, this support block from $1.75 all the way down to 66 cents is a very good buying opportunity, and this is where I would be accumulating most of the Injective tokens, and you can send them into staking straight to your Kepler wallet. That's exactly what I'm doing, and I bought some Injective tokens recently as well. So if you want to, and I'm already in profit, by the way, and if you want to take a look at all of my buy alerts, take a look at my portfolio, get exclusive podcasts, get low cap gems that I'm looking into, and request TEAN videos from me, you can check out the Patreon, and that's linked down below in the description. Now, zooming into the daily here, and let's take a look at what's going on here. So we have a support level at $1.45.5. As you can see, you have multiple touches off of this area, which tells me that this is a very strong support zone. So we had a bounce in September, bounce number 2 in September, a bounce in November, a wick towards that area in November, and then we lost it in December. And now, as you can see, we are dropping pretty quickly here, and I do expect a back test of resistance. I do expect us to do something like this, where we come back up and retest this previous support level as a resistance, and then we get rejected back down, either for a double bottom pattern, right, or we can come back in and print a lower low. That ultimately does not matter. What matters is the profit potential that you could have here, because you're already overextended from the 20 EMA, which is the yellow moving average, and the gap in between the 20 EMA and the 55 EMA on the daily is quite large as well. And when that happens, whether it's to the downside, like over here, or to the upside, like over here, usually you get retracements to the upside or to the downside, depending on the trend, obviously. So if we were to enter Injective here, you would have a potential 13% move to the upside. Or you could also target the 20 EMA for a safer swing trade or a safer take profit at 7.5%. So I entered Injective, I think it was all the way down here at $1.23.5, and I'm already up 4%, and obviously off of the resistance trend line there, I would be up 17.8%. But like I said, I'm not taking profits. I'm simply staking for the long term. And yeah, that's what I'm doing with my Injective. So yeah, that's a level you could target. Draw this out on your chart. Very simple. Take a trend line and connect all of these lows that we printed throughout the fall. And before we continue, I quickly want to ask you, do you value your privacy? If the answer is yes, then you must take a look at ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN offers you the privacy that you deserve, no activity logs and no connection logs. Your internet provider won't be able to access anything, and anyone using the same open free Wi-Fi in the cafe as you won't be able to do any harm or breach your security. You can use the ExpressVPN application on any device. You can connect it to your PlayStation, or you can even connect it to your router so that anyone who connects is automatically secured. Or if you're looking to access any region-blocked content on your streaming platform, well, ExpressVPN can do that as well. If you're living in the Netherlands and you want to access a TV show that's only available in Japan, well, my friend, you can do that with ExpressVPN. You can use the link down below in the description and get a discounted price along with 3 extra months for free. You can get your money back if you don't like it, but I don't see any reason why you wouldn't like it, because we all need the privacy, and in today's age especially. And you can also pay with Bitcoin, so that's a really cool feature as well. And let's get on with the video. Now, jumping into the daily RSI, as you can see, we're having a bit of a bullish divergence here, or a hidden bullish divergence, I should say. So as you can see, the price action here is printing a lower high, or a lower low, rather. Let me get the, where's the, there we go. So as you can see, that is a lower low. Now you take a look at the price action and see what it is doing. It's quite the opposite. It's printing not even a lower low. It's printing a, actually, with that, let me just zoom in to make sure I have it correctly. Well, it's practically the same level. This is a horizontal level here. So this would be considered a hidden bullish divergence, since the price action is dumping lower, but the RSI seemingly is holding pretty strong here. And this is a good sign. Usually we get retracements afterwards. So this is a hidden bullish divergence, guys, playing out. And we could see a move all the way back up to the either yellow resistance trend line. The 55 EMA would also be a good level for us to retest. But like I said, I'm not going to be guessing where the price is going to go. I'm just letting you know that there is a possibility that we might see a retracement. And if you don't mind getting out of the project at some of these levels, feel free to do so, of course. Now, jumping into the Binance chart. Okay, so right now we are on the weekly chart, and we're going to be taking a look at the weekly, obviously, and this is a more of a global look on the charts, not so much zoomed in. So as you can see, all of these trend lines are resistance levels, and some of them actually are support levels, and these are important because these are crucial local lows and local highs that we've been printing throughout the bull market. And the important level that we're approaching right now is $1.22. as you can see. And that is the level that held us all the way back in June when we had that initial capitulation, and we're coming back down to retest that level. So obviously I do not want to see this level lost, because in fact what we're doing right now is we're printing a very, very solid double bottom pattern with a potential target, right? If we start breaking above the swing high that we printed in between the two lows, you would be looking at a target at $5.65 at some point for Injective. But for that, obviously, we need to break this high at $2.63. And of course, if we start breaking below this low and we go lower, then the double bottom pattern is invalidated. So below here, you can see a support block, which is created based off of these November swing highs and swing lows, obviously. And that's we talked about that, I think, in the previous video, but I'm going to mention it again. So anywhere between $1 and 75 cents, this is your pretty much bear market bottom that I'm calling for, because hopefully we don't go lower than this. Like I said, if you go lower than this, you're going to be in big trouble in terms of the price, because the price could start falling pretty quickly, as there is no history below this, right? So you could be going down pretty quickly, but that would open up a lot of buying opportunities for anyone looking to buy into the project, obviously. So that is a positive thing to some degree. Now, taking a look at this pink trend line that we have, and as you can see, you do have multiple back tests of this trend line. So the first one was back in November 2021. Then you had multiple wicks throughout the 2022 spring, and then you had a retracement down into the June low, and then you retraced into the high you printed here at the end of October / beginning of at the end of October, beginning of November, and now you're pulling back down to where you started retracing from in June. So hopefully, like I said, we print this double bottom pattern, we have a nice relief rally, and we break above this multi-month resistance trend line. If that happens, that's going to be a very bullish sign, and I would be expecting a back test of support of the pink trend line to just verify, to confirm that this is a resistance level broken and back tested as support. This is a new support level for us, and from there we can obviously continue on with the trend, hopefully. But like I said, and like I've been saying in a lot of my videos, I'm not expecting the markets to have any sort of major rallies and major local highs until the interest rates are going to get stopped, are not going to be increasing anymore. And that is going to happen sometime at the beginning of 2023, either in February, either in March, or all the way in May, because those are the next 3 FOMC meetings that the Fed is going to be having, and those will be very important for the crypto markets and for the S&P 500 as well. So that's something to keep in mind. The stochastic on the weekly is back in the oversold below the index of 20, so another good buying opportunity. The weekly RSI here, as you can see, is starting to move all the way back down to where it was retracing from here in June. So if you see the RSI come back down here, this is going to be a pretty solid buying opportunity, whether you're looking to hold long term or not. Okay, so that's everything I have for Injective. Great project. And if I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. The Patreon is going to be linked down below, and the Telegram chat as well. I'm going to see you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.